the big one, Manchester United at home to Liverpool. The biggest game of the season so far, definitely for Manchester United. We've got to be looking to get 3 points in this game. Anything other than 3 points, and I'm going to be absolutely devastated. We're at home, we're playing much better now than we were the previous time when we played these. We were playing absolute dog shit, and they pretty much hammered us for 90 minutes in that game. Somehow we were actually 1-1 at one point in that game through horrendous collective of errors, and Manchester United was somehow got a goal out of that game, but we were battered from pillar to post in that game. But the tables have turned. Manchester United are playing better, and since Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has taken charge of Manchester United, we've been the best team in the Premier League since. We scored, I think we scored about the same amount of goals as Liverpool and let in a couple less. So Manchester United just so much better now. And the last few games recently, Liverpool have drawn. You're looking at Leicester City, West Ham, and they've also drawn against Bayern Munich in the week. No disgrace drawing to Bayern Munich though. And Manchester United just seem to be on the up. We've won away at Arsenal and Tottenham and Chelsea all recently, and you've got to be in confident mood going into this game. But this isn't just about getting in the top four for Manchester United, which it would. I think if Manchester United win this game, we get in that top four. I really do. I think that it is that big of a game because this is a massive test for Manchester United. One of the top two teams this season in the Premier League, the other obviously being Man City, and the other teams that we've played, bar maybe Tottenham, the other two, Arsenal and Chelsea, have had problems. Still massive wins to go to them, go around and win, but they've had massive problems. So this is the biggest test in the Premier League. We had that massive test against PSG and lost. So this is another massive test for Manchester United, and if we get through this, I think that we will get that fourth spot. I really do. And the big thing about it will be that it will hurt Liverpool's title challenge so much should we win this game. Really put a dent in their title challenge. Man City will regain top spot with the games played, which will be fantastic, to be honest, because not many Manchester United fans would want them to win the league. Liverpool would prefer Man City over the two. It is heartbreaking to see either of them win the league, but Liverpool, we just do not want to claim that title back. It's been so long since they've won it, and we cannot afford to let them do that this season. So we go again in this game, Strong lineup from Manchester United, hoping that the players Jesse Lingard and Martial will return to this game. I think it was more of a precaution that he didn't play them against Chelsea in the FA Cup, with this game coming up in mind, knowing how big of a game this is for Manchester United. So I would expect at least one of them two to start in this game, if not both of them. David De Gea obviously will be in net. He will return. It will be Shaw and Ashley Young as the fullbacks, and I think it will be Jones and Lindelof as the central defenders. Then you've got obviously Pogba, Herrera, Matic picks itself. It will be Rashford in the forward position, I would presume, if Martial and Jesse Lingard are fit. Now, obviously, if they're not fit, then we're going to have to probably play maybe Sanchez and Lukaku, or maybe Mata again. He did hint that he would, if they weren't fit, that he would play the same side he played against Chelsea, which Mata wasn't bad when he was played in a more central role. Depends whether he's going to play him out on the right, which just doesn't work for me for one matter. Too slow, and if he's going to be played out wide in a right position for most of his time at Manchester United now, then I would sooner him move on. But if he's going to be played in more of a central role, then maybe there is chance that he could stay at Manchester United another season. But he probably is holding players in and around the Manchester United team back, of Angel Gomez and Mason Greenwood and Tai Chong, of getting places on the substitutes bench if he is still in and around the team next season. And it depends what Manchester United are going to offer him. I wouldn't offer him a 2 or 3 year contract due to his age. But Manchester United have really got to be wary of Liverpool. But their defence this season has been the key to Liverpool being up near the top. Alisson has come in and done very, very well. I know he made an error when Manchester United played them last time, but he is a very solid keeper and so much better than what they've had in recent years, like the likes of Mignolet and so forth. But I mean, Van Dijk, he's been amazing for Liverpool as well at the heart of the defence. So it's going to be hard for Manchester United to break this Liverpool defence down. They've only let in 15 goals in the league this season. So that is very, very difficult for Manchester to get at their back four. But with the pace of Marcus Rashford, I do feel that Manchester United have got a great chance of getting in behind Liverpool and causing them all sorts of problems at the back. So hopefully Manchester United can do that, and hopefully with this of Lingard and Martial, it can cause Liverpool all sorts of problems. They haven't been the free-flowing scoring side that maybe they were a bit more last season. I think they've scored quite a few less goals than Manchester City. Salah hasn't maybe hit the heights of last season, but still having a very good season, and neither has maybe Firmino. But they've still got Mane as well up there that can cause problems. So they've got a wealth of attacking options up there that can cause Manchester United problems. But our attack is decent as well. Herrera's playing very well, and Paul Pogba's got to have a great game in this one if Manchester United are to come out victorious in this game. I do think we will need a massive game from Paul Pogba. But I think it's going to be hard for Manchester United to get the victory in this game, with Liverpool being so solid at the back and so decent this season. I'm going to say that Manchester United draw this game 1-1. Let me know your thoughts. I know some people give me a lot of stick because it's against Liverpool, but it's just how I feel. Obviously, I would love Manchester United to get the victory in this game, get over the line, get the job done, get the 3 points, however we get them. Would love that, but I'm just not sure if Manchester United will get over the line. I think Liverpool are going to be a solid outfit, and they may even well take a point out of this game. For Liverpool, it probably would. If you offered them a point before the game, they probably would take it, because a point would lead them still above Manchester City in that title race, and that point could be crucial, although Liverpool have dropped a number of points in recent weeks. But a point to Manchester United would be a bit of a downbeater, because you're looking at the other teams are probably going to win their games in hand. You've got Arsenal playing Southampton as well tomorrow, and Chelsea's game in hand against Brighton at home. So you would expect both of them teams to beat them, and we would be back outside the top four again. So it is almost a must-win game for Manchester United. Just not sure if we can just get over that line. I'm more confident that Manchester United can win it than obviously Liverpool, but just not quite sure that we will get the victory in this game. But hoping for a great game, hoping for the victory. Let's just hope that Manchester United can somehow do it. Whatever we do, got to get over the line in this game, and hope that Liverpool don't win that Premier League, then move forward. It would also be great if Manchester United get the victory, because as I say, I do feel that the top four will be certainly be in Manchester United's hands, I feel, if we can get over the line in this game. And if we can get a sort of a 3, 4, 5 point lead in that race for the top four, because you've got to look, Arsenal and Chelsea aren't playing particularly great at the moment, and they've both got Tottenham games playing Tottenham in the next week or so. So if they drop points in them games and Manchester United beat Liverpool, we could open up a little mini gap, and that would be so fantastic for Manchester United, because we then need to concentrate on winning that, trying to get to the FA Cup final, and maybe potentially winning it. Because getting in the top four alone just isn't good enough for Manchester United. But finishing in the top four and winning the FA Cup this season, for me, would be a superb season. It really would. Considering where we were when Jose Mourinho got fired, we were miles away. I thought we wouldn't even get in the top 7 or 8. I thought we might even finish in the bottom half under Jose Mourinho, and I thought we would never get anywhere near winning a trophy, and we would never have got near winning the FA Cup if Mourinho was still in charge. We would never have beaten Arsenal and Chelsea and even beating Spurs in the league. We would never have done that with Jose Mourinho in charge. So this would be an absolute fantastic season, getting in the top 4 and winning the FA Cup if that is possible. And we would like to see some youngsters given the opportunity, which Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did say would happen towards the end of the season, but he's hoping that that is the case, that the top 4 is secured for Manchester United. Then he can give players a chance, because at the moment, with the top 4 not being secure, it's a bit harder for him to give youngsters a chance, because the squad is so big. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the game. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See you.